My name is Josh Alves and I play drums in Rivals. So my kit is a SJC custom. I've been an artist with them for just under a year now. I was fortunate enough to get this from my buddy Travis Cook, who plays for the band Tamerlane, and he's an artist representative for the SJC. He was selling this beautiful, it's called like Ghost Fade Black or something like that. So he was selling this for his new kit, and I was like, hey man, I like your kit, I want to be like an SJC artist. You know, can I get this off of you? And he's like, yeah man, and that way it'll kind of transfer to being an artist with them. What's really cool about this kit is it's all like handcrafted, so it's like 6-ply maple, 8-ply maple, all done by hand. SJC has done nothing but wonders in the custom drum community, so I'm very happy to be a part of their artist roster. My sizes start with the tom. It's a 8x12, 8 depth, 12 around. Then it's going to be a 20x22, and then a 14 deep by 16 circumference. And then this snare, I don't have an SJC snare, but I've actually had this Tama Rockstar snare since God knows how long, like probably 6 years, and I probably recorded 3 different records, 4 different EPs, and toured all over the world with this thing, and it sounds amazing. So give it up to Tama for having a great sounding snare. Very fortunate to be endorsed by Dario, which do Evans drum heads and ProMark sticks. So today I have some, what are they called? G2 clears on my rack and floor. I have a EQ3 on my batter and an EQ3 Bresnet on my front with a port. And then today is a different brand on the snare, but usually I like to play the heavyweights, the coated heavyweights, which are super rad. So my sticks are, they're ProMark American Hickory. I kind of bounce between a 747B to even a 419, which is like their version of a big rock stick. So I do like longer sticks. These are about 0.59 with, I want to say, a 16.34 or a 16.5, something like that. Wood tip as well. If I was doing more like metal blasty stuff, I'd do nylon tips, but for our music, wood is definitely preferred. And also I like them long because I can do, you know, stick tricks while I'm playing and stuff like that. So yep, I dig them. Favorite. I'm very fortunate to be endorsed by TRX Cymbals. They've been good to me for a very long time, probably about 4 years now. And we'll go from left to right. So I have a pair of 14-inch Ltd hats for top and bottom. I have this really cool, this is like it's supposed to be an 18 MDM crash, which would be for like a medium. But because this was like a tester, they kind of let me borrow it and check it out on the road. So it's a little bit thinner than our normal MDM, which is cool. And the color's a little bit different too, which is nice. It's more of like a gray color rather than like a bronzy color. Then I have my tried and true 21-inch Ltd Crash Ride. This thing is amazing. It cuts, it's got 3 zones, it's got a flame top, which is rad, and then natural to brilliant. So it's really glassy, really loud, really abrupt, and I love this thing to death. The next thing I have is a TRX. This is actually not the correct series. This is now called the NDK series, but it's the same sort of lathing and everything. It's more of a crash ride for darker sounds. You could do this a lot with like jazz and stuff like that too, but it's super rad. I like this thing a lot. It's my main crash right there. And then this guy was a 19-inch Ltd Crash Ride, China, and I tore it to bits, as you can see, so it's just kind of falling apart. But I threw on a low volume CRX cymbal to kind of give it more of like an electronic trashy sound, and also because I had nothing else left, so I had to do something. But it sounds great. It sits in the mix really, really well. My kick pedals are Pearl Eliminators. The rest of my hardware is kind of a mix of Yamaha and DW, but the cool thing, the reason why they're all black is actually some of it's from the older band 18 Visions. They're good friends of mine. Trevor, thank you so much for giving me some of your gear. And then also these Yamaha stands are from the 9-inch Nails with teeth. These used to be Jerome Dillon's. So because I do drum technique back in LA, I've been fortunate enough to kind of grab some pieces, like rockstar history pieces, I guess you want to call it, whatever, along with me on the road to kind of like give me the right vibe that we're going for, you know. And plus it matches the kit, which is super, super rad. I also use Me Audio. I use the M7s for our in-ears. My mixer setup is pretty simple. It's just a Behringer 6-channel. I like to have options if I want to throw in some bass, if I want to throw in some kick, but usually it's just my tracks. It's connected to the iMac. We're running Ableton 9 for tracks, which also automate to our DMX for lights, which is super, super rad. We have geysers and stuff like that, so it kind of adds more of a kind of cool vibe to us. And then last but not least, Veradum shoes, super rad, amazing. The best thing about this is it's a lot of drummers tend to use grip tape on their pedals to kind of not slip, you know, because of spilling water or whatever it is. But the cool thing about this is that usually when you're doing grip tape on your pedal board is that, or pedals, you kind of shred your shoes, which happens to me a lot. But the cool thing about this is that that sort of grip, in essence, when it's, even though it's rubber, is reversed, so it's actually on the shoe itself. So it's gripping the pedal like it's supposed to. So they're really, really nice. Shout out to these guys for hooking me up with that. And shout out to Blackcraft for always hooking us up on the road with some free swag. Yeah, so the album Damn Soul is out now on Smart Punk, on all platforms, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, all that sort of stuff. Check it out. I know you'll like it. You can also check us out at www.wearervls.com. Yeah.